Thank you. And now for his opening remark, Mayor McLin.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the Rochester Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this event here this morning. It's a pleasure for me to be here. My experience as mayor of the city of one of the 13 cities in the state of New Hampshire, I think gives me the experience and knowledge to serve the District 6 in the New Hampshire State Senate. I have always been friendly with people. I work with people, and I like to campaign one-on-one with people. This is a pleasure for me to be honored by the Republican Party to accept this nomination. As you know, I was thrown into the race late, as you all know, because Dick Green couldn't get off the ballot by New Hampshire state law. I look forward to this race. I look forward to working for the district, and I look forward to helping everybody in this 5 cities, 3 towns, and 2 cities and 3 towns. It's an honor for me to be here today, and I want to thank Jackie for being the candidate she is. I've met her a couple times, and we seem to get along, and this is going to be a clean race. There's not going to be nothing dirty about it. We're just going to do the best we can for the district, and I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We'll now begin with the panel questions. And our first question today will be from John Nolan, and will be addressed to Representative Cilley.
Last year, there was a bill introduced into the House to ban smoking in restaurants. And that went past the House, went on to the Senate, and failed by 1 vote. I think it was Dick Green's vote, you could say. Since then, the Surgeon General has come out and really warned about the dangers of secondhand smoke. So there's new evidence on the table. So if either one of you are elected, what would be your position? Do you think you should be protecting the health of service workers? Or should you be giving business people choice and the public choice? Give us your views.
Why did I not know that was going to be your first question, Mr. Nolan? As Mr. Nolan knows, I voted against that smoking ban, and I want you to understand that I care very deeply about the health of our workers and the health of our residents. However, I also believe in the free market system, and many of our business leaders talk about the onerous burden of regulation on them. In this instance, the market system is working. We are 65% plus non-smoking currently. Now, we have 25% of our workers and our population are smokers. If the market system works the way it should, we should have 75% of our restaurants and bars will be non-smoking, and 25% of them will employ smokers, and they'll enjoy the company of customers who smoke. Now, having said that, if we are really concerned about the health of our workers, then let's not be cynical about it. Let's include the workers at the Legion. Let's include the workers at the VFW and the Eagles. And what has not been said all too often in the press is the fact that that bill excluded all of those places. And they excluded them because they expected too much of a fight. Bring me a bill that says we want to ban all harmful air particles across every type of business, and I'll sign on. But not where we treat one group differently than we treat another. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Cilley. Our next question will be from John Rodenhouse and will be addressed to Mayor McLin.
New Hampshire is one of the few states in the nation with neither a sales tax nor an income tax. Due to the current cost of state programs and inflation, do you believe that a broad-based solution is necessary? Or are there extraneous programs that can be cut from the state budget to save money?
I am firmly against a sales or income tax in the state of New Hampshire. I've seen too many states adopt them, and their budget still, taxes rise, their budget rises. I'm opposed to this. I believe the tourism, business and profit tax, room and meals tax, the liquor industry, we can all do this and not go for a sales or income tax, and I am opposed to this, and I believe we can look at other forms of raising money in New Hampshire, and like I say, I'm opposed to that sales or income tax.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Correction on the format, I apologize. I'd like, if I could, to have Mayor McLin come up and respond to the smoking issue, and then Representative Cilley, if you could respond to the question Mr. Rodenhouse asked.
Well, I believe that this is the United States of America. I own a business along with my wife, regardless if it's dry cleaners or whatever it is. The governor's in is here. If Herman or anybody decides that no one's smoking in here, that's their privilege. My wife and I go out once in a while to eat. We go to a restaurant. If it's non-smoking, we will go in there. If it's smoking, we will go in there. I believe it's up to the owner to do this, and especially in New Hampshire. I do not believe in the government telling a business owner what to do. And I know smoking is bad, I guess, but, you know, this is America. Live free or die, whatever, but New Hampshire, I think we should leave it up to the business owner. If they say you can't smoke, you don't smoke. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And would you like Mr. Rodenhouse to repeat his question for you?
I think I know what it is.
Okay, thank you.
I support Governor Lynch's position on the sales and or any broad-based taxes. He's made a promise to the people of New Hampshire, and he has not broken one of his promises yet, that he will veto any broad-based tax. That is off the table. However, make no mistake about it, we have already an income tax in place. It's called the business profits tax, and it's called the business enterprise tax. We also have sales taxes on a wide variety of products. However, we have committed ourselves to finding solutions to the problems that we face in New Hampshire within the budget constraints that we have. And so I'm on record as opposing any additional broad-based taxes. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question will be from Jean Valley for Representative Cilley.
My first question is actually a moral question. The question being that gay unions are such a hot topic throughout the United States. How would you vote if a gay union bill came to New Hampshire? And also, the second part of that question is, would you recognize gay unions from other states if that couple moved here to New Hampshire?
Thank you for the question, and actually that bill has already come up. So I can tell you what I did as opposed to what I would do. First of all, I believe in the dignity of all human beings. And I believe that as a society we should be celebrating the love that two people have for one another and the care that they have for one another. And we should be celebrating the diversity of our families in New Hampshire and elsewhere. I do not believe that we should write discrimination into our Constitution. Our Constitution is a wonderful document that our forefathers had the vision to craft as protection for the rights and the responsibilities of human beings. So when the bill came to write in an amendment to the Constitution, I voted against it. I would do that in a country heartbeat again and again and again. It does not belong in our Constitution. We have a law that says we will not recognize the marriage between same-sex couples. However, I believe that they should be allowed the same privileges and responsibilities, by the way, that every one of us holds dear. And to do anything other than that, in my mind, is nothing short of discrimination. Did I answer it fully? Because you had like 3 questions.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor?
I believe marriage is between a man and a woman, and not to go any farther, I'd oppose this 100%.